kick off the quarterfinals of the PVL on tour and welcome our viewers and our attendees here at the Phil Sports Arena. We have a special guest to introduce from the Commission on Elections, represented by their chairman, George Garcia, and Commissioner Nelson Celis. Gentlemen, welcome to the pregame, I guess is what you can call it. Now, sir, I believe you guys want to share with us a special program. It's called the Register Anywhere, Anytime program.
Thank you very much, Sir Eric, and thank you very much to the PVL fans and members of the board. The special registration anywhere program is actually a very special program, internationally recognized and awarded, by which we go out there, we afford our prospective voters of their opportunity to be able to register, even if they are not in their places of residence. If, for example, you are from Leyte and you are here in Metro Manila, like for example in Pasig, we will allow you to register here in Pasig and we'll be the one to process all your registration all the way to Leyte. At the same time, we enhance the Registration Anywhere program. So instead of just anywhere, we said it should be registration anytime likewise. And there are certain areas in the NCR by which we are going to give them opportunity to register during nighttime. Those who are working in call centers, in hospitals, in our airports, and our terminals. So, yun po ang ibig sabihin ng registration anywhere, anytime.
Now, let's talk about the anywhere part. What are the locations for this program, Mr. Chairman?
In the entire NCR areas, although we have selected only about 19 places or areas, hospitals, terminals, schools, religious organizations, and city jails, and even including like here in the sports arena, yes.
Okay, and until what time? Let's talk about the anytime part. Until what time of the day is it going to be open?
Anytime in the airport, Terminal 1 and Terminal 2, we conducted the registration up to 12 o'clock midnight. And in our in certain areas like where we have our call center agents until the wee hours of the morning.
Now, what do citizens want to register need to bring?
They have to bring only a government-issued ID, or for the students, they have to bring only the student IDs. But again, we will never and will not accept barangay certifications and cedula. You see, it was politicized before.
Okay.
And there were several cedulas and barangay certifications issued in favor of those who are not even residing in the places. So in order to prevent that, for this registration period, we will only accept valid government-issued IDs.
Okay. Until when is the deadline, Mr. Chairman, of the registration for the barangay and SK elections?
For the SRAP, the registration anywhere, anytime, it's only up to today, up to midnight perhaps, or up to the next morning.
Okay.
However, for purposes of registration, regular registration is up to August 10. We don't know yet if the barangay and SK elections will push through by December 1 or it will be postponed according to Malacanang. It will be signed by the President. If that will happen, we will resume the registration, Sir Eric, by October, and that will last until July of next year.
Yes, okay. Sir. Now, before I let you go, I guess the most important question, which team are you rooting for in the quarterfinals?
Definitely not here. Wala yata dito. Wala dito eh.
Thank you very much for your time, Mr. Chairman, Mr. Commissioner. Appreciate you being here with us. We'll take a quick break and kick off the pregame of the quarterfinals of the PVL on tour.
Our teams have traveled far and wide throughout the PVL on tour, each forging a unique path towards the quarterfinals. But the journey is not over yet, as a semifinals berth is on the line. 8 teams remain, but only 4 will advance. The drama, the tension, the passion, all come to a head only here in the PVL, the heart of volleyball.
And from a high of 12 teams, we're now down to 8. Jackie Acuna and the HD Spikers went outright to the quarterfinals with a 4-1 win-loss record. Meanwhile, Seth Domingo and the Chargers had to go through a knockout round, winning against the Petrogas Angels last Tuesday. Welcome to the quarterfinals of the PVL on Tour. Game 1 today. Starting at 4, we've got the HD Spikers against the Akari Chargers. And then coming right up, the second of 4 quarterfinal matches, the high-speed hitters also went straight to the quarterfinals, taking on the Zeus Coffee Thunderbells to beat Choco Mucho in the knockout round in 5 sets. Hi everybody, thanks for watching us on all your Cignal TV platforms. I'm Eric Ipan alongside Andrew Mulacanda and Franny Reyes, who is one of the most traveled members of the panel, I guess, in the PVL on Tour. How was it?
It was so fun. I honestly think you guys need to get out there and experience the fans in all these other provinces.
I went as far as Candon, and I guess that's as far as I will go, because that was a long drive.
It was a fun drive, I would say.
Definitely. You should go, Anne. I mean, and experience all of that.
I did go to Rizal, and I always look forward to the features, actually.
Well, Rizal, including the traffic, should be as far as Candon in terms of feel.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, let's talk about the teams involved in the quarterfinals. It starts today and until Saturday. Let's look at the quarterfinal matchup.
You know, things really get more exciting when you trim down the teams and you get the best of the best. Now we look at our quarterfinals. These are the teams that made it. We have completed this cast after the game last Tuesday, and we've seen how Cignal came out of Pool B as the top seed. Meanwhile, Akari is fresh off their thrilling sweep against Petrogas in the knockout round last Tuesday.
Aaron Pangilinan had an excellent game as one of the rookies for their team. Meanwhile, Jenny Tagawad, also one of the reliables for the Chargers. All right, let's talk about this Cignal HD Spikers team. I mean, solid lineup, a great 4-1 win-loss record, led by one of their newest members who scored her tournament best so far in their last game.
You know, she definitely found a new home with her new team. We've seen her scoring prowess, but I think, you know, these numbers that we're seeing on screen just really goes, and you know, she's proving what she is worth. Number 1 in terms of scoring. She is the leading scorer next to Myla Pablo. She scored 87 points, and in terms of attacking efficiency, also first, 37.5% efficiency. You know, we can only expect much more, I guess, from Erica. She's very comfortable, I think, in where she is right now, and we're hoping that she will continue to deliver in today's match.
For more about the HD Spikers and Erica Santos, let's check back in with Franny.
Yeah, she, as it said on the art card, she's number 1 in her stats. And I asked her if she has a special inspiration behind all this. And she said, actually, maybe just her cat Elvis. So shout out to her cat Elvis. But really, Erica said that she draws her inspiration and motivation actually from her teammates. She said that whenever she had doubts in herself, she would look to the bench and they never had any doubt in her. She really felt that trust from them and that open communication, which allowed her to adjust well to Coach Shaq's system. And if anything, right now, the mindset is about going back to 0. Being the top seed doesn't matter at this point in the competition, and it's about doing everything they can each and every game. Now, that was just a little bit of my conversation with Erica Santos, but we did get to video her early on, so let's watch this feature with Erica. Come on.
Binalikan lang namin yung mga nangyari nung eliminations. Mas nag-effort pa yung team. Sabi nga nila coach na ito pa lang yung nag-start. Dito pa lang nag-start yung totoong laban. So double pa ng effort and work. Kagaya nga na sinasabi ng mga veterans nila, Ate Doris, Ate Jel, na ito pa lang nag-start yung totoong laban. So yung mga nangyari na panalo and yung loss namin is back to 0 na. So yun, parang dito pa lang mag-start na magpukpukan pa talaga.
That, of course, is a tough part of this quarterfinals. It's only a 1-game quarterfinal, so it doesn't matter if you won 4 games, lost 1, you have a great record, because you lose today, you're out.
That's right. And, you know, that's a very good mindset for them, knowing that wala na yung mga nangyari dati. It's a fresh start for them, so they really have to give it their best.
All right, let's talk about the Akari Chargers. Bea Bonifay, in her first start ever for the preseason tournament, able to lead the team against one of the powerhouses in the PVL, taking down the Petrogas Angels.
You know, this is very fitting when we say may laban itong si Bea Bonafe. I mean, you know, 14 excellent sets. And I think above it all, we know how setters need to have that authority, that, you know, level of composure. And her knowing that wala silang ibang aasahan. She really has to deliver, and she did deliver. Looking at her 14 excellent sets here, just really goes to show that she has also earned her spot.
That's right. They're playing in the second game in 3 days, so it's going to be tough. What's going on with them, Franny?
Well, we all saw how emotional Bea was after their game versus the Petrogas Angels. Actually, I talked with Coach T because we all know that Kamui, she's out doing rehab for her knees. And Coach T did say that for the team, they kind of had this no setter, no problem mantra. And she's very happy that she had players like Bea and Juju embrace the role of the setter. And they worked so hard, and she really felt that support from everyone. So I got to speak also with Bea Bonafe, who told me that honestly, just that Petrogas game was amazing. She can't believe that all the work paid off. And they felt like nawalan sila ng pagod just because of how well they were moving inside the court. And she told me that at least for today's game, she knows she's going up against a much more veteran setter in Jel Cayunas. So for them, it's about keeping it simple, but making sure they execute things very well for them to get their game flowing. Now, we also got to speak more with Bea, so let's watch this.
It meant a lot kasi syempre it was a knockout game. Being able to win that gave us confidence to move towards today's game. So there's been a lot of things that Coach Tina tells us, but it's always going to boil down to the support systems, and we have each other's back. So it's always gonna be, you fill in for someone who needs help, and we're always just gonna be a team helping each other out.
Once again, Bea Bonafe on your screens, and it's really great to see how she stepped up, but how players have stepped up all tournament long. And I'd like to now talk about our Pilipinas Live question for the game. You can vote just below the stream on the Pilipinas Live app, and that question is, which spiker will take over this match? Will it be number 8, Erica Santos of the Cignal HD Spikers, or number 24, Ellie Soyud of the Akari Chargers? Let us know on the Pilipinas Live app or using the hashtags PVL on tour or hashtag PVL 2025. Eric and Anne, really, anyone could actually step up and take over in this match.
We've seen it happen.
Yep.
We've seen the upsets, like the thrill, that straight set win that Akari had. So I think we can just expect the best,
Yeah,
you know,
that's
from these ladies.
It's winner take all, do or die for any of these teams, any of the 8 teams participating. So we'll find out who will win, who will take home the first win of the quarterfinals, HD Spikers Chargers. That's coming up next, right here on your Cignal TV channels.
gentlemen, welcome to the Phil Sports Arena, Pasig City, Philippines. And in just a few moments, we will begin our first quarterfinal matchup, the knockout stage in the PVL on Tour 2025. This is match number 35 between the Cignal HD Spikers and the Akari Chargers. And now our officials for this match, our first referee, Bobby Celso, national referee. The second referee is Joffer Educado, national referee. And now let's meet the starters. First, for the Cignal HD Spikers. Center from the Far Eastern University, number 22, team captain, Chel Cayuna. Middle blocker from the National University, number 2, Rose Doria Aquino. Outside spiker from De La Salle University, number 4, Tin Tiamzon. Outside spiker from Adamson University, number 6, Ishi Lalungisip. Opposite hitter from La Salle, number 8, Erica Santos. Middle blocker from NU, number 11, Jackie Acuna. Starting libero from FEU, number 24, Buding Duremdes. Head coach for Cignal is Shaq De Los Santos. And now the starters for the Akari Chargers. Opposite hitter from Adamson University, number 24, team captain, Eli Soyud. Outside spiker from San Sebastian College, Recoletos, number 5, Gretzel Soltones. Middle blocker from the Far Eastern University, number 8, Ezra Madrigal. Center from the University of the Philippines, number 9, Bea Bonafe. Middle blocker from FEU, number 13, San Domingo. Outside spiker from the National University, number 16, Ivy Laxina. Starting libero, number 3 from the Far Eastern University, Max Juanco. And the head coach for Akari is Tina Sala. This is the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusements Board. This is the quarterfinal matchup between the Cignal HD Spikers and the Akari Chargers.
Cignal HD Spikers and their starting lineup. They had 3 players in double digits led by Erica Santos' 30 points in the last game against the Thunderbells. Acuna had 11 as well, and Lalong Isip with 15. Meanwhile, a little bit of a change for Tina Salak as San Domingo will be a starter. They also had 3 players in double digits in that win against Petrogas. Soltones with 13, Laxina with 16, and a team captain Eli Soyud scoring 15 points. Gonna be a intense matchup to say the least. I mean, a semi-final slot is in the balance, and
we did mention how in this phase everything will be a single game.
Yeah.
It's going to be a knockout. It's really very important. I guess for Akari, they are aware that they're going up against a seasoned team. They are the top seed, so they need to play their best. We've seen some adjustments as well here.
good block to start with for the HD Spikers after the ace, and Eli Soyud. What a preseason tournament for her. She scored in double digits in all of their preliminary games.
And you know, you expect nothing less. I think that is the balance we are looking for in Akari, that no matter what rotation, you see that there is someone who will steadily and consistently deliver.
How about Bonafe? I mean, we can't stress it enough. I guess that absolutely awesome performance in that win against Petrogas to bring them here to the quarterfinals. Laksina with the dig.
Yung sinasabi natin, kailangan buo yung loob mo.
Yeah.
Because there would be times, I guess, that you'll feel too little. Parang, kaya ko ba to? But, she did own up to that challenge. She performed very well. She aided in that double digit that you mentioned for the Akari attackers.
14 excellent sets, and she actually even scored a point as well. Tintiamzon, who's back after a long hiatus from volleyball. Back row hit by Lalong Isip. 2 straight points scored by the Chargers already. They're looking for their 3rd straight. Santos with a hit and gets the side out for the HD Spikers as we check in with Franny Reyes.
Well, Eric and Angel Cayuna broke it down for me how she leads the team as a setter, and she told me it's about how she gives her teammates confidence in the way that they're moving inside the court, how she shows them how to be matapang in everything that they do, and how she shows that she trusts in them. She said that everything has to start with herself. She has to be that steady rock for her teammates to give them that confidence. And really, in this game right now against the Akari Chargers, it's about not underestimating them. Everyone trains, everyone studies hard, so they have to focus on their strengths and play their usual intense game so that they can control the pace that they want. Right now, Gretchen Sultanas is about to serve, so let's throw it to her.
All right, thanks very much, Franny. 27 excellent sets, Jel Cayuna in their last game. Meanwhile, an open net for Santos, but she touched the net.
Yun yung mga sayang. Because you saw her elevation. Just too much momentum towards the net.
Lalong Isip. 2 straight points again, scored by the Chargers. Soyud makes it 3 in a row.
Soyud starting off strong. And this is what we have mentioned earlier. We know that it's still very early here in set number 1, but consistency will really be key. I mean, you go up against one of the top seeds. You have to make sure that you keep in pace. If not, be able to at least control it.
Ravenna passes. Laksina on the attack. Cut shot. Popped up by Lalong Isip. Here's Santos again. And she found the opening. Second point for Erica Santos.
Serving for the HD Spikers, Rose Doria Aquino.
Rose is coming off a 9-point performance, including 3 blocks. 3 of the 9 blocks against the Thunderbells. That one sent wide by Madrigal. So the first 2-point run for the HD Spikers, and they're within 1. Coach Tina Salak, be an awesome birthday gift for her if they get this win. She celebrates her 48th on Sunday.
Would she be happy that you mentioned the age?
Probably not, but it's already out there. Sorry, Coach. Laksina. That's nice dig down the line by Cayuna. And that is, again, through the dig of Bonafe. Santos with 3 points already.
You would expect the top scorer to be getting a lot of his sets in today's match.
If you're the Chargers and you know that Santos is coming off a 30-point performance as Madrigal scores, how do they sort of tweak the defense in order to slow her down?
Well, I think it has to start at the net first because, it changes the pace. If not, can slow Santos down. But, of course, easier said than done. We've seen how high she can leap and how she can adjust mid-air. But, it has to start with defense.
Oh, combo play. Nice push. Lands on the line for Lalong Isip.
But the Chargers saying it's out.
So you'd seem pretty sure. So there's a challenge for the Chargers. First challenge of the match.
It happened right in front of Soyun. So they seem very confident.
These two teams met already, by the way. It was a 3-set win for the HD Spikers. That was the very first game of both teams back out in Vigan. And it is clearly outside.
Eddie's like, told you. Told you guys.
Successful challenge for Coach Tina Salak as they will keep the service. And now are up by 2, 7-5. Great pass by Tiamzon. Saved by Madrigal with one hand. Laksina on the attack. Got it. That's 3 straight points scored by the Chargers. 8-5, first technical timeout of the opening set. Back inside the Phil Sports Arena for first game of the quarterfinals, Akari Chargers. Take a look at what they went through before making it here.
They have pretty good stats, actually. You'll see that they are on the upper half in terms of blocking and digging. But where they fall short would be on the serving. But they kind of turned this around. They only have, I think, 14 points in the preliminaries, but scored around 6 aces in their last match.
Meanwhile, Erica Santos doing Erica Santos things. She's got 4 points already. She's the only player with more than 2 points.
Now serving Erica Santos.
And really putting the team on her shoulders early. That's a better pass by Juanco. Soyud drops it. What a save by Buding Duremdes. Lalong isip. And that's outside. Challenge here by Coach Shaq de los Santos. They're thinking, assuming, hoping this one's on the line.
Still early here in set number 1, but you know, these things can actually help shift momentum if in case it goes in their favor. We're talking about Cignal.
No luck there for Coach Shaq. So only one challenge remaining for the HD Spikers. Meanwhile, there's still 2 challenges for the Chargers. Nine serving 6, and from halfway across the court, Tiamzon already knew it was going to go out.
It was pretty high. Yeah.
She was already calling it.
I think Soyud also, upon contact with the ball, realized it was too much power.
Ishi lalong isip serving. It's a 2-point game. Sed Domingo, what a shot.
Sed Domingo.
First point for Sed. And again, terrific playmaking by Bonifay so far.
But she seems very comfortable, actually. And, you know, I think it's also a good thing that she has one less thing to think about. Kahit sinong bigyan niya ng bola, will really try to deliver.
Chance ball for the Chargers. Bonifay back to Domingo. This one softened by the block. Duremdes pops it up. Santos back row off the chest of Soyud. Ravena pops it up. Chance ball for the HD Spikers. Ravena again with a save. Domingo. Soltones, she was out of position. Second straight chance ball for the HD Spikers. Soltones now on the attack. Got it. Biggest lead for the Chargers, now up by 4.
That was a well-fought point. I mean, all the saves, all the digs that we've seen on the side of Akari.
That forces Coach Shaq de los Santos to call a timeout. That's 11-7 here in the first set.
Masyado tayo nakatanda yun na ng depensa natin. Tapos, wala sila masyado pa pinapalo sa line.
Pero
Kaya, i-basic natin, dito na yung maraming palo is, kailangan ma-stop muna natin to, okay? Tapos yung atake natin, kailangan tumas ulit yung percentage. Isa yun sa mababa yung sa ano natin, ha? So, performance natin, kailangan umangat yung puntos natin. Okay lang.
Hey, Cignal!
In terms of errors, discrepancy is not really much. 3 for the HD Spikers and only 2 for the Chargers. What's been the difference here between the two teams, Anne?
You know, I think exactly what Coach Shaq has mentioned. Cignal hasn't been able to convert points, and you know they're lacking in that department. Meanwhile, for Akari, every ball that's set up, they try to find a way to kill it.
Well, there's a nice side out after the timeout. Acuna is on the board for the first time today. That is your spike of the set, brought to you by Dunkin' Pasalubong ng Bayan.
The best response after a huddle. When your coach asks for an attack, you give it right there.
Acuna has been playing well. She's coming off an 11-point performance. Her first double-digit performance of the on-tour preseason tournament. Bad pass. That's an ace for Acuna.
Too much for Bonafé to handle.
Second 2-point run for the HD Spikers. Juanco's reception has been suspect today. That's a much better pass for Juanco. Running attack for Sed Domingo. Good save by Acuna, keeping this alive. Santos clips it over the net. Bonifaz sets it up. Back row Laxina. It's a drop shot and it's good.
Dropped in by Ivy Laxina.
Great read by Laxina. As you know, the defenders on the side of Cignal were expecting a hit. Change it in the last minute.
Sed Domingo, 7-point performance off the bench in their last game. She's a starter today. There's a block against Tiamzon. No, that one goes through. And Ding Tiamzon with her first point today.
Now, blockers really need to be mindful of that gap in between them and the net.
So far, it's been the HD Spikers playing catch-up here in the first set, despite being the favorites in this matchup. Their well-rested team didn't have to go to the knockout round. Bonafé to Soltones, and that one outside.
I think Gretschel hoping there would be some touch. But pinabayaan na ng Cignal blockers.
And all of a sudden, from up 4, it's been a 3-1 run for the HD Spikers. A chance to tie on this serve. Juanco, great pass. Soltones against the double block. Saved by Madrigal. Easy over for Laxina. And Juanco got tripped up with Laxina. Good idea there to send it over on the first touch.
I gotta say that timeout called earlier made a huge difference in the complexion of the game of Cignal. They've been consistent since. Just look at that.
4-1 run for the HD Spikers, and it's a deadlock. Bonafé on a 1-2. Along Isip picks it up. Nice attack for the HD Spikers. And the run continues. 5-1 run. Santos with 5 points already.
Excellent recovery here by Cignal.
This is their second lead since 1-0 of the opening set. 13-12. That service on the line. Second ace for Jel Cayuna. It's a 6-1 run by the HD Spikers, forcing Coach Salak to call a timeout.
So kailangan natin mag-adjust. Kung dito tayo magsisimula, pwede natin overhead or dayain natin dito, pero atras tayo. Pero tignan muna natin yung slide natin. Yun doon tayo nahirapan, wala tayong first ball. Yes, hindi tayo makaka-convert. Ngayon, pagdating naman sa block, masyadong kaya, masyadong short. Hindi naman nagawa ng discard kay Ate Gretchen. Dulo ko tayo. May validation ka. First ball namin.
That turned around rather quickly, and this is the second ace for Jel Cayuna from up 4, or down 4 if you're looking at it from the perspective of Coach Shaq. From down 4, they are now up by 2 points and 14-12.
You know, you gotta commend Cignal for showing that composure.
Yeah.
I mean, turning things around and really controlling, you know, everything that's happening here in set number 1.
Overpass by Ravena, and Tiamzon picks up her second point. 3-point lead now for the HD Spikers, their biggest of the opening set.
Now, on the side of Akari, Eric, I think they have to go back to what helped them earlier. They had really scrappy defense earlier, but now having a bit of problems, even with their first ball.
Yeah, the passing has been terrible, to say the least, for the Chargers over the last few plays. A 4-point lead right now for the HD Spikers. Now take a look at the record of the HD Spikers coming into the quarterfinals.
First in spiking, second in setting. Receiving is a point of, this is their loophole, but I think yun yung hinahanap ni Coach Shaq kanina. No? Gusto ni Coach Shaq makita is the offense, which they were missing. But again, that's how they also turn things around here in set number 1.
Another bad pass here. Saltones almost touched the net. Madrigal picks that one up. Saltones hits. Tiamzon with a pass. Back row. Lalong isip. What a dig for Soyud. Soyud returns the favor. That's dug by Cayuna. Durendes passes to Tiamzon. Bonifay. Saltones with a drop. Tiamzon picks it up. Longest rally of the set. Santos. And that's a 10-1 run right now for the HD Spikers. Santos with 7.
I think the thing that is working for Cignal right now is they really are reading the defense of Akari.
After this point, Coach Tina Sala calling a time. We'll listen in.
Confident ka lang. Kailangan lang mahatid natin yung bola. Masyado nga nagigipit si Ate Chris. Okay. Isa-isayin muna natin. Solve muna tayo ng pasa.
Wait, wala tayong pasa, di ba? Gagawa namin ang paraan. Over tayo!
Coach Salak using up their last timeout. She wants to stop this 10-1 run by the HD Spikers. What do they need to do, Ann?
You know, Coach Tina said it perfectly. It's really going back to the basics. Reception is something that has been challenged. Hindi sila makaset up ng play. And so that's the first thing she wants solved. But unfortunately, they still missed that one.
And Rose Aquino makes it an 11-1 run. I mean, there's no stopping the HD Spikers right now.
They aren't #1 in spiking for nothing.
And a change is made in the lineup by Coach Salak as Chenny Tagawad is in for the first time today. Tagawad coming off a 5-point performance. Another bad pass. And another easy put away. 12-1 run. Team Tiamzon with her third point. Biggest lead at 7 points. A challenge by Coach Salak because they're out of timeouts. This is a reaching beyond the net challenge.
Intention is really to just calm themselves down. Mahirap no? They were leading earlier. Cignal able to turn things around, and they haven't yet found a good response. At least kahit pa isa lang to put a stop to this momentum that we're seeing from Cignal.
It was an impressive start for the Chargers as you look at the result of the challenge. So it's a reaching beyond.
I think in the past the net.
All right. So it's a successful challenge for Coach Salak. She has all 2 challenges still. Both have been successful. For Bonifay, they're hoping that will give them a break here. Ravena with a good save. Bonifay almost falling over. Soltones, that's dug by Duremdes. Chamzon. Tagaod with a dig. Soltones. I mean, the defense of the HD Spikers is terrific. Ravena will play setter. Soyud blocked. Madrigal to Bonifay. Back row to Tagaod. Got it. Finally an attack point to stop the run of the HD Spikers.
This is a good start for Tagaod as well.
So a nice little 2-point run for the Chargers. From down 6, they are within 4. Dig by Ravena. Soltones pops it up. Tagaod again. This time into the net.
In cases like that, it's all about timing. The ball was still up. It was already on her way down.
Tintiamzon out of Coronadal in South Cotabato. Good pass. Oh, combo play. And Soltones knocks it in. Soltones with 3 already.
But you know, if the ladies in white and pink would remember the words of Coach Tina, that point wouldn't have been possible if not for that good first ball, because they had the chance to execute that combination.
Lalong isip. And the second touch went awry for Soyud. And right now, the Chargers can't mount anything but a 2-point run, and that's not going to be enough.
Sayang, you know, almost safe, but not enough.
First point for Lalong Isip, back to a 5-point lead. A comfortable one for the HD Spikers late in the first set. Soyud with an answer. Perfect time to make a run if you're the Chargers. Only down 4. Meanwhile, Acuna and the HD Spikers still need 5 to win. Madrigal with a serve. And a nice one too. So it's a broken play here. A chance ball, in fact, for the Chargers. Bonifay to Domingo. There's a net touch against the HD Spikers. There's a touch by Acuna. And that cuts the lead of the HD Spikers in half as Erin Pangilinan checks in for the first time today. Pangilinan has been productive for the team. Collectively, she scored 6 points throughout the tournament in her rookie season. Good save again, Seth Domingo.
3 consecutive points scored by Akari.
And now Coach Shaq uses his second and final timeout to listen in.
Okay? Pasa mo na, atake, take over. Tapos aggressive tayo. Hindi lahat ng papaluin natin, mamamatay agad. So tingnan natin kung nadepensahan ba. Kapag nakadepensahan, pwesto agad yung block. Ngayon, pag na-block, cover tayo. Ha? Ganun lang. Huwag yung mawawala doon sa focus natin. Ha? Lamang tayo. Lamang tayo. Yeah, focus lang, ha?
Well, they were up by as many as 6. Michelle Cobb, Paige Desperos. Now their lead is down to 2. Can you say momentum has kind of shifted already, Ann?
Well, hopefully momentum has shifted. We're talking about Akari, they've scored 3 consecutive points. They've managed to correct as well, no? Yung sinasabi ni Coach Tina, ayusin yung first ball. This time they have the chance because they are at the serve.
There's a good dig. Madrigal will play setter. Soyud is blocked. What a great defensive play by the HD Spikers to get the side out.
This is the only thing they need to be conscious of. I mean, for sure, Cignal HD would mark Soyud as one of top priorities in terms of getting the set.
Bonifay. Soyud again. Durendes with a dig. Santos. Oh, what a fireball that one from Santos, who's now picked up her 8th point of the game.
Oh, this lady really means a business. Look at that hit.
4-point game. Bonifay. They go to Soyud again. Drop shot. It's outside. Now big problems.
Really good intention, but you'll see that there's little space to work with. Naharangan na rin kasi ng blocker, yung pasok sa linya na angulo.
Big problems for the Chargers. Down by 5 again. Said Domingo, that's dug by Santos. They keep attacking Santos in an effort to tire her out. There's a net touch, they call. That shot was outside, but Soyud touched the net. So back-to-back errors for the Chargers, and it's 6 set points for the HD Spikers.
Things just not going their way. Even the violations called against Akari.
Short pass. Laksina. Jamzon pops it up. Lalong isip into the net. That was a tough shot. That ball coming from behind her. Well, Coach Shaq says that's all right. They're still up by 5 set points.
And Cignal will be receiving a chance to get a point with their offense.
Here they go. Nice block. Oh! 2 set points lost by the HD Spikers. This one off a monster block.
For Akari, we need a flawless game to at least match it first with Cignal.
Akari is the 2nd best blocking team in the tournament, right behind the high-speed hitters. Another opportunity to close it out. Santos, the drop shot is good. Crawled over the net cord. Laksina on the attack. Durendes with a dig. Lalong isip for the win. Not just yet. What a save. Oh, it falls short on the easy over by Ivy Laksina. And that'll do it for the opening set of this quarterfinal matchup. This is the point of the set brought to you by Myra. Be Vita Brighter with Myra's vitamin-powered whitening lotion. From up 4 to losing by 5. The Chargers down in the first set against the HD Spikers. HD Spikers winning by 5 against the Chargers in 30 minutes. It didn't look like it in the beginning, Anne, because the Chargers were playing a very good, opening set. And then all of a sudden, it just got turned around 180.
It was not until that 12th point of Akari and Cignal earning their 10th point. And yun na, sunod-sunod na, no? Talagang the offense was very consistent on the side of Cignal, and their body language just really showed a lot of confidence. Parang hindi nga sila, parang hindi sila yung hindi lamang in that set. And I think one of the things that Coach Shaq did mention as we look at the numbers was that they were missing their offense early part of set number 1. And this is where we can see how they turn things around. 15 points, 13 lang yung naipuntos ng Akari. They also had a good blocking. And I think what also helped was that, their services were loaded. They scored 3 aces in that last set, really giving a lot of problem for Akari in terms of getting a good first ball.
Well, one of the biggest problems for the Chargers caused by the HD Spikers goes by the name of Erica Santos.
Oh, yeah.
She's got 8 points. She's the only player with 4 or more. Meanwhile, no Charger with 3 or more.
I guess Santos, she is the reason why the attack percentage of Cignal is currently at 33%. Akari, on the other hand, only at 28%.
Coach Lodi of the Foxies catching some of the action in the quarterfinals. All right, chance to turn it around, and it's a tweaked starting lineup for Coach Salak. Also, I believe for Coach Shaq. As Cam Victoria, you saw her part of the starting lineup with the Chargers.
Second set. First serve to Akari.
First of 2 games in the quarterfinals. Coming up later, the high-speed hitters and the Thunderbells complete the first half of the quarterfinals cast. That's too far for even the 5'9" Eli Soyud to reach. So just like the first set, HD Spikers on the board first. Off that ace by Doria Aquino. Soltones blocked. Bonafé goes to Soyud on the other side. Chamzon. Ravena with a good dig. Soltones again. Duremdes popping it up. Great defense in the back row. Chamzon tries again, second in a row, and coverage by Duremdes. Santos. Yes! Erica Santos. I mean, that was just this standing spike, sort of. 9 points already.
There's something about her and her touch at the ball. Soft spike, hard spike, drop ball. Parang iniiwasan ng depensa.
That's true. And that one fell right in between Bonafé and Laxina too. That hit by Santos. Santos now with 9 points. Soyud softened by the block. Cayuna underhand set to Chamzon, blocked again. Nice defense this time by the Chargers.
Blocking, net defense would come in very handy as they go up against a strong attacking team.
Well, they sort of, equalize or negate each other. Number 1 attacking team in the HD Spikers, second best blocking team in the Chargers.
Well, the only thing is that we have yet to see the blocking of Akari really make a big difference in the way they play against Cignal.
They almost. That one went outside. Side out for the HD Spikers. Let's go to Franny Reyes.
You know, Eric and Ann, Eli Soyud told me that after the game versus the Angels, it was such a big confidence boost. It helped them really feel out how they are as a team and understand just how good they can be. It was important that they were enjoying that game, and those are the things that they need to bring out today. Actually, what really helped in that last game was their eagerness to win. However, talking to Coach T, it's not just about eagerness, but eagerness matched with effort. And what kind of effort, you might be wondering? Well, from their huddle, it was actually blocking, especially when they're out of system. They also have to start from a good service and pass. And she also reminded them na hanggat hindi pa nagde-25, hindi pa tapos ang laban. Back to the panel.
All right, thank you, Franny. Well, the blocking is picking up, but their offense is sort of stepping back. I mean, twice, Bonafé was not able to connect to Victoria.
And, connection is something that's very powerful and something needed. They get some leeway here with that error from Tiamzon.
So only the second point for the Chargers. Soyud with a block and then the error. by the HD Spikers. That's his 2 points
It's an ace for Camille
of
Victoria.
the Chargers, but Victoria off the bench gets an ace. Make it a 2-point run for the Chargers. Right now, Akari, they need something to recharge them. And right now, it looks like Cam Victoria will do it, but no, Rose Doria Aquino with a side out. 3 points now for Rose.
5-3 Cignal.
Nice serve, but a good pass by Soltones. Soyud blocked, coverage by Ravenna. The pass to Laksina. Laksina is blocked again. Ravenna with coverage. Soyud. There's Chamzon with the dig. Lalong Isip turned away. Chamzon says, "Ako na." An easy over by Jackie Acuna. Bonafe said Domingo with a drop. Oh, both teams playing great floor defense. Ravenna back to Soyud. Soyud looking for point number 5. It's there. There's a check ball called by the lines judge.
Off the block. Ellie Soyud.
Finally ending that long rally.
Right now, that's the key for the Chargers. They can allow HD Spikers to go on a long run and put together a comfortable lead. Have to stay within striking distance. Chamzon with a pass. Lalong Isip, oh, buries that one. Ishi, Lalong Isip with 5 points.
You know, Lalong Isip, if she gets a really good elevation, look at this. So much space to approach as well. You can expect a lot of power from this outside hitter.
Good pass by Ravenna. Laksina winding up for it. The drop shot is way off.
Now, the intention is there. I think she sees na walang coverage sa likod, but the execution, again, that's the problem.
Second attack error in the set for the Chargers. Bonafe on 2. Domingo gets the first touch. Soyud back row hit. Duremdes picking it up. Santos back row. And that one didn't cross the net. It's called 4 touches by Bobby Celso, our first referee. And there will be no challenge, it seems. Laksina coming off a 16-point performance. That's a team high in their win against the Angels. Soyud, a long cross-court pass and easy block for the HD Spikers.
Coverage missing for the Chargers.
It's a 3-point lead. Cignal against Akari here in set number 2. Inside the Phil Sports Arena, venue for the 2-day quarterfinals. We're going to be back here on Saturday for the second half of the quarters. Camille Cal on the right of your screens, rehabbing, getting her knee better. Erika Ostragas.
Now serving for Cignal HD.
Expect the crowd to start pouring in as well. We have another game coming up, another quarterfinal matchup. High-speed hitters and the Thunderbells. Soltones asking for it. Duremdes, dig goes over. Ravenna picks it up. Back row Soyud. Bonafe. Easy over for Laksina. Chance to attack here for the HD Spikers. Who do they go to? Tintiamzon with a drop. Soyud right there for the pickup. Soltones fires one and misses.
Akari.
A timeout right away after the technical timeout. Coach Salak wants to talk it over.
Magtulungan tayo, Bea. Bea, huwag ka ma-pressure. Alam ko bago lahat yung feeling, emotions, mataas masyado. Kumalma ka masyado mag-isip. Para makuha natin yung gusto natin set kay Bea, tulungan na lang natin, sabihin natin, kausapin natin ng kausapin, makapokus tayo. I-validate mo yung needle mo. Dalawang outside mo na po person na pati backer mo. Talon ng talon, hindi mo nakikita kasi hindi mo focus ka lang, balik ka lang, Bea, balik ka lang.
Just go, just go, just go, just go.
It's been a rough set and a half for Bonifay. They started out smoothly, but then things got rocky and they have not recovered.
And you know, she is playing such a crucial role.
Yeah.
And I guess yun na nga, no? Ito na sila eh. So Coach Tina just saying to the more senior players, to the veterans, guide her.
Right now, nothing is going right for the Chargers. It's one attack error after another. Only one timeout remaining for the Chargers, and they're down by 5. This is the biggest lead for the HD Spikers, who are already up a set.
And you know, just so much pressure also on the side of Akari.
Finally, a kill. A perfect set by Bonifay. Said Domingo picks up her 4th point. They're getting these highlights, but they've been few and far between. And
what is needed is really consistency.
Yeah.
But I think also, no, for the past plays, Akari has really been going to, you know, the usual players, and it becomes predictable. Very easy for Cignal to read, and you throw away a serve like that, it really won't help.
Well, the only thing right now that's going for the Chargers, it's still early here in set number 2, and they've got a lot of time to work with. And it's just the 17th point of the second set. They can't turn it around if they start getting to work. It'll also help that the HD Spikers commit errors of their own. That's going to be the 3rd error for the HD Spikers.
Service, Bonifay.
The 23-year-old Bonifay won't turn 24 until December. Santos from the back row. That's an easy pickup for Ravenna. Soltones blocked again. The defense has been so good for the HD Spikers. They may not be in the top 5 blocking, but today it looks like they are.
I think it also boils down to them having a very good read of you know, which area at the net to block. It's been maybe we can say they also did their homework.
Yeah.
Of course, gotta give credit to them. Alam nila kung sino yung babantayan.
And you also mentioned it's been easy to telegraph to figure out where Bonifay is going. And that one,
Erica Santos.
Santos scoring off the head of Laksina. Santos now in double digits. 11 points already. Spike of the set brought to you by Duncan. Pasalubong ng bayan. Take a look at this fireball. Too fast even for Laksina to defend.
Ball trajectory also a bit high.
Easy block against Camp Victoria. Soyud against a double block. Lalong Isip has been patrolling the back row beautifully. And a push shot by Santos. She's got 12 back-to-back points for her, and it's a 7-point lead for the HD Spikers.
What you appreciate with how Santos plays is that you see a lot of variety. I mean, she is attacking in the same spot, front line or back line, but you see the variety really. Drop, soft attack, you see a hard spike, you see down the line, you see cross court.
Everything. She's put her entire arsenal on display. Tagaud is back in the game, replacing Laksina. There's a nice shot by Tagaud. This is going to be an easy over at the least. Bonifay, combination play. Lefty shot by Soyud. Easy pickup for Duremdes. Santos. And that's too far for Tagaud to pick up everything going the way of the HD Spikers. 4-0 run against the Chargers. Lalong Isip with 5 points. Much better pass by Tagaod. That was too low for Victoria. Another easy over. Santos again. And Santos scored the last 3 points of the HD Spikers. She's got 14 and 9-point lead for Cignal against Akari. Second set. HD Spikers on a 4-0 run, and they've put together a nice 9-point cushion here in the second set after winning the first set by 5 points. Erica Santos, so far, what a quarterfinal game for her.
Yeah, 14 points so far in this match. And we did mention her attack efficiency earlier in the 30s level, but now 52% attack efficiency.
Jenny Tagaod off the bench and not been a factor so far. Only 1 point now scored in the first set. And meanwhile, Lalong Isip as a starter are 5 points already. 4 in the first set, 1 in the second set. Another bad pass here for the Chargers. Going to be an easy over. Combination play. Tintiamzon is blocked. Duremdes passes Santos. And she's been unstoppable. 15 points.
It remains a mystery what we can do to stop her. I mean, she probably heard me earlier when I said she was attacking on all fronts. Wala nang pinalagpas, down the line, soft speed ngayon, cross court.
She's coming off a 30-point performance, but that was last month, July 20. So they're pretty well rested. Meanwhile, the Chargers, they're coming off a win last Tuesday against the Angels. Oh, and right now they're just coasting along. Biggest lead now at 11 points for the HD Spikers.
Timeout, Akari.
And Coach Salak will use her final timeout.
Tanggalin muna natin yung init ng ulo. Yun lang muna. Kasi talaga ang init man. Lahat mainit. Paano makakatulong sa bawat isa lahat tayo So, epi-pressure ba tayo? Mag-enjoy muna tayo. Gawin muna natin, pumasa muna tayo. Bea, tutulungan ka. Ganun lang naman na instruction Masyado lang mabigat dahil ayaw nyo nang gumalaw. Kasi mag-ilan natin. Akari! Chargers!
Right now, that's going to be a tough ask by Coach Salak. The Chargers are down by 11.
Substitution for Akari.
And HD Spikers just 7 points away from winning their second straight set.
So serving, Joe Cayuna.
There's a good pass by Tagaod. Combination play. Soyud is blocked. Camp Victoria pushes the defense. I mean, just superb for the HD Spikers. They're picking up everything.
And, it goes across all the defenders. But unfortunately, a violation there. They have a lot of room.
Yeah. If not for these net touches, there may not have been any easy points that have come the way of the Chargers. Sotones has struggled. Only 3 points for Sotones. She hasn't scored in the second set. And she's coming off a 13-point performance, by the way. Here's another tough shot for Soyud. Doria Aquino, that's popped up by Tagaod. Shenny gets it back, hits it. Duremdes will set. Santos, that's dug by Sotones. Tagaod again, a little close to the net, and an easy block. I mean, Santos is doing it on both ends. She's attacking, she's blocking.
There's his second block point in this match.
Outstanding performance by Erica Santos today. What a pickup in the offseason for Coach Shaq de los Santos. That's a steal. However, which way you look at it. Great serve. Soyud. Good dig. On 2. The save is no good. And again, Erica Santos, 17 points.
I'm telling you, there's something about balls that get hit by Santos. Kailangan di bumalik.
There's just feels like some sort of weight on it.
Yeah.
It's just too difficult to dig. And we're not just talking about the Chargers, because she punished the Thunderbells with, again, 30 points in their last game. Here's another easy over.
And that's the thing with the Chargers. They lose their opportunity to score because they're unable to get a good first ball.
As the passing has totally abandoned the Chargers. And HD Spikers just picking them apart.
We also heard Coach Tina in the huddle earlier. I think there's also frustration already, with the players. But they gotta snap out of it. I think kailangan din isang magandang puntos. They get one good point.
By the way, there's another hit delivered there. Santos, 18 points now. Max Juanco is back with the Chargers. And Pearl and Dinura seeing action for the first time for the HD Spikers at the libero position. 22-8. What a blowout by the HD Spikers here in set number 2. Overpass. An easy put away. Nothing working. Not the passing, not the digging, not the setting, and certainly not the offense for the Chargers.
They gotta get their composure back. It's easier said than done because they're down big time. But they have to start somewhere, and it has to start with a good first ball.
It's a 12-1 run by the HD Spikers. Juanco with the dig. Tagawad looking for a side out. Oh, Dinura with a beautiful dig. Lalong isip. Dug by Juanco. Tagawad again. And finally a side out for the Chargers. Just the second point for Tagawad. Two great digs by Dinura right there. And this one finally just too far for Dinura, who's 5'1". But a quick side out. No, that one outside, beg your pardon. So 2 straight points scored by the Chargers. But they've got a long way to go. Down by 13. Nice serve by Madrigal. Off the chest of Soltones. Here comes Tagawad. Blocked by Doria Aquino. Soltones from the back row. I mean, such a great digger. It's Cayuna. Good save by Lalong Isip. Said Domingo with the easy over. Santos. Look out. Erica Santos, 19 points. She's on track for another 30-point performance today.
And when she gets the set, it's almost already sure, at least for this match. I mean, we've been talking about her attack efficiency. 5 out of the 10 sets given to her converted into a point.
Meanwhile, Judith Abin
for the set. Judith Abin
out of UE in the UAAP, seeing action for the first time. She has not scored so far in the PVL on tour. She's played 3 of the last 5 games. Bad pass. But Soyud, what an adjustment in midair. 6 points, Ellie Soyud. A far cry from her 15-point performance. That was in their last game, Tuesday, against the Angels. And that'll do it. It's a service fault. That gives the W to the HD Spikers here in set number 2. Here is our point of the set, brought to you by Myra. Be Vita Brighter with Myra's vitamin-powered whitening lotion. Santos with 19 points off 17 attacks and 2 blocks, leading the way as the HD Spikers get a 2-0 advantage against the Chargers. It's a 2-0 advantage for the HD Spikers against the Akari Chargers in this first of 4 quarterfinal matchups right here at the Phil Sports Arena. Thanks for watching us on your Cignal TV channel. Let's take a look at some of the highlights and of the second set, which was just dominated by the HD Spikers.
It was a pretty quick set for Cignal HD. Just 23 minutes as what we've seen earlier. But, you know, I think everything is really happening in favor of Cignal HD there. Parang from their defense all the way to their offense, everything was just on point. As we look at the numbers, clearly showing the dominance. I mean, 17 attacks, Akari only able to produce 4. And, you know, blocking was a non-factor. We could, sabi nga natin, no, one of the best blocking teams yung Akari, but they only were able to defend 1. Cignal getting 2 block points there. Errors, we'd say almost the same level as what we've seen in the previous set. But I think, you know, ultimately for Akari, there's really a lot they need to work on given the production that we've seen.
Well, it may sound like a broken record, but we've been talking about it since the start of the set. I mean, Erica Santos has been such an unstoppable force for the HD Spikers, the only player in double digits, and she's managed to, you know, sort of rip out the confidence from the Chargers in the first 2 sets.
And, you know, in that last set, we showed how Akari only scored 4 points. Santos alone in the second set actually scored 11 attack points. I mean, just imagine that. And we go back again to her attack efficiency, 59%. You know, just amazing performance for this lady.
Already with 19 points and counting, and we still have a full set to go. She scored 10. She scored 10 in the second set. She scores 10 here. She's going to pick up 29. You saw the leading scorers on your screens, which brings us back, segues us perfectly to our Filipinos Live poll question. Which of those 2 Spikers will take over this match? And right now, the answer is pretty clear-cut. It is Erica Santos, but we still have 1 set to go. And Ellie Soyud can, if she turns this around, can keep the hopes alive of the Chargers. Good start to this third set. Santos, block. Coverage by Cayuna. Jumps on, what a save. And a chance to attack for the Chargers. Here they come, Tagaod. What a save again, Cayuna. She might as well be a libero with her defensive skills. On 2. Lalong isip with a save. Juanco keeps it alive. Tagaod again. This time a drop. And again, who's digging? Cayuna. But that one goes over. And finally, for the first time in the match, it is the Chargers with the first point of the set. Courtesy of Bonafé, who has been challenged a lot throughout the first 2 sets.
Gotta say, that was an entertaining rally. I mean, a lot of... Diyan pinapakita how agile, you know, all of these players are. Those one-hand saves.
There's a not-so-good pass from Tiamzon, but she pounds that in. Good floor defense by the Chargers, keeping this one alive. Duremdes pops it up. Cayuna out to Santos, makes the adjustment. Not enough. 2-point run to start the third set for the Chargers. 4th error for Santos. She is human after all.
Good to know, but most especially for Akari, who will be needing, you know, to start off strong. I think, you know, the past 2 sets, they gotta move on from that. Pero yung intimidation factor, I think they also have to make Cignal feel that they're no pushover, and they have to do it, show it early on here in set number 3.
Well, here's a good start. Santos, yeah, it's dug up by Laxina. Soyud with the push. Santos picks it up. Cayuna finds Doria Aquino, who gets the first attack point of the HD Spikers here in set 3. Doria Aquino with 8 points now. She's coming off a 9-point performance, but that was her last game was July. Chance to tie on this serve by Tin Tiamzon. Much better execution offensively. They look snappier, quicker, more, I guess, intensity is higher.
Yeah, that's just what they need. Also, that was coming off such a good pass.
And look more energized as well. I'm looking at the face of Bea Bonafé.
You know, that's a good sign. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're down 2 sets. Yeah. You just have to look at the present.
That's right. Tagawad back row. That one blocked. And they can't keep it alive. Side out for the HD Spikers. Let's check in with Franny Reyes.
Well, Eric and Ann, listening into the Cignal HD Spikers earlier in their dugout, they talked about how it was important for them to really polish the system and the way they play as a team. And talking with Rosalind Doria Aquino, she told me that it's really a growth that comes from the coaches and starts with them. They've been very patient. They've guided this team to where they are right now. And as a team, they don't look at who has seniority. Rather, they encourage each other to rise up and be a leader inside the court. It's about focusing on the job. And according to Coach Shaq, the job right now is investing in a solid service receive, not playing complacent because they want a dominant win against the Akari Chargers. Back to you guys.
All right, thanks very much, Franny. In terms of receiving, they're 9th out of the 12 teams. But today, I mean, they've just been able to ignore the stats and the trends and just do what they need to do in this quarterfinal matchup. They've scored 2 in a row already. The HD Spikers, game is tied. Lalong Isip is blocked. Good save by Acuna. Chance ball for the Chargers. Bonifay finds Soyud in the middle. Got it.
Fireball from Ellie Soyud.
And Soyud picking it up. She's got 7 already. Spike of the set. Brought to you by Duncan, pasalubong ng bayan. Well, if there's anybody that needs to step up and, you know, perform by example, Soyud, the team captain. Acuna, yes. 4 points now.
You feel the difference in the way both teams respond here in set number 3. Of course, different things at stake. Cignal wanting to end it in straight sets. On the other hand, Akari wanting to extend this. But this is what you want to see. Yung mabilisan, ano. Cignal gets the point. Akari wants to take another one. And yan yung nakikita natin. It's like a seesaw. It's an exchange between these teams.
Laksina, only her 3rd point. She didn't score in the 2nd set. Ivy Laksina. But what you like is the fact that they're getting side outs. They're not allowing the HD Spikers to make long runs, which really hurt them in the 2nd set.
Now, the first step is to ensure that they get the point back. Ibang usapan na yung to score more consistently.
Yeah. Oh, and again, there were some players around where the ball landed, but just Erica Santos seems to have some sort of an X-ray vision.
I mean, the return wasn't even so fast.
Yeah.
That ball wasn't so fast, but she still got that open area on the other side.
20 points now for Santos. Said Domingo, that's picked up by Tiamzon. Here comes Santos again. Good position by Soyud to dig that one up. Laksina misses the mark. Ivy Laksina. And that is error number 2 for her. Santos and the HD Spikers protecting a 1-point lead. Bonifay to Laksina. They want to get her going, as they should. Jamzon rejected. Yes! What a block by Seth Domingo. That's her 5th point.
And they need that net defense at the moment. I mean, we've seen the stats in the earlier set really dominated by Cignal in terms of offense. So, malaking bagay if they are able to stop it at the net.
Good pass by Tiamzon. Running attack for Acuna. She comes up a little bit short. Tagawad flying in. Block. That goes outside. So side out again for the Chargers. I beg your pardon, that's a break point. So they scored 2 in a row. From down 1, they are now up 1. 7-6. Another good pass by Tiamzon. She gets it back. Chance to attack here off a good dig. Seth Domingo rolls it through the net and off the double block. Chance ball for the Chargers. Ravenna passes Running attack, said Domingo. Block. And there's the side out for the HD Spikers.
Set seemed a bit off for Domingo.
Said Domingo a little slow on the approach. That was easily read by Tin Tiamzon. Gets her third point. Much better passing here in set 3. Resulting in an attack from the middle by Set Domingo. 8-7 for the Chargers. 6 points for Domingo. That takes us to our first technical timeout. Akari up by 1 against Cignal. Third set. Well, the Chargers, they brought the fight here in set number 3 finally. I'm sure the fans are much happier with their performance as compared to the second set especially, where they lost by 14 points. They were not as competitive for sure as they want to be against one of the top teams, Erica Santos and the HD Spikers, who are 1 set away from a semifinal slot. But again, third set, a much more competitive one. Anything can happen, Anne.
We've seen some changes in terms of the body language as well on the part of Akari. Now, the big question that we have is how consistent they can be here in this set, because it's one thing to keep in pace with Cignal as you see that service error, but it's another to really take a comfortable lead. I think if you're Akari, you wouldn't want to be in that place that you're may danger, may risk pa rin, na mahahabol ka ng Cignal. Gusto mo pull away. You want to make that statement.
Well, that was just the first error for the Chargers. Game is tied at 8. Tagawad with a hit, and again, a dig coming from Cayuna. Santos. Laxina picks it up. Soyud, back row. Doremdes. And you can hear it a few seconds before the hit. Rose Doria Aquino shouting for the ball. And she's got 10 points. Second player in double digits for the HD Spikers.
Well, I guess for Cignal, at least in this match, we see how the middle attackers are very active. I mean, they are asking for the ball, and if they do get it, they don't waste the opportunity. I mean, it's not always that they would get the sets.
Single lady block. Tin Tiamzon, that is her second block. Both coming in set number 3. And it's just great timing.
But also for Akari, I think they have to rethink the plays that they're executing, because things are quite predictable right now for the blockers of Cignal.
3-0 run by the HD Spikers. Good save by Juanco, but it's a chance ball for the HD Spikers. And there's a single lady block. Madrigal denying Doria Aquino.
Much a needed point here for Akari. Getting a point off the block gives you a different feeling if you're the player. Sarap ng pakiramdam. Scoring off the block at the net.
Bad pass, a rare one for Cayuna, who's one of the top setters of the tournament. So a 2-point run this time by the Akari Chargers, but there's a challenge before we make it official by the HD Spikers. Reaching beyond the net challenge.
If this goes in favor of Cignal, they still have the lead. If it doesn't, this ties the score with Akari. Crucial set here for Akari, But likewise, for Cignal, you don't want to lose that momentum for Coach Shaq. I'm pretty sure if, as we look at the slow-mo.
So the contact is, before it crosses over. So it's an unsuccessful challenge for Coach Shaq de los Santos. And now it's official. Point awarded to the Chargers. The tie game. But Erica Santos adjusts and gets the side out. 21 points already.
Santos has other plans. Making it look very simple.
Yeah. Wanko, good pass. Soyud is in front and connects. 8 points for Eli Soyud.
Soyud just enough to score off the block.
Chance for the lead again for the Chargers. Here's a bad pass by Tintiamzon. Lalong Isip turned away. Good save by Duremdes, but the dig goes over. Here comes Laksina. Yes! Ivy Laksina coming alive here in set 3. She's got 4.
Definitely a better set here for Akari. And this is, you know, what they need to work on, because as we mentioned in the previous set, they didn't score much when it comes to offense. They need everyone active, just like Santos over here.
22 points now for Santos. But that was just good enough to tie the game. Right on the line. Good pass again by Wanko. Laksina. The dig by Lalong Isip. Santos. Cut shot. Picked up by Bonafé. Soyud pushes and scores. 9 for Soyud.
And Soyud has been scoring off the blocks, really making it taking it to her advantage.
Madrigal and company looking to add to this 1-point lead. Good pass by Tiamzon this time. Acuna, that's dug by Tagaod. From the middle, said Domingo. Santos. Laksina. And picked up by Duremdes. Lalong Isip. Scores! Aishi Lalong Isip with 7.
You know, Lalong Isip doing well right now on the offense, but one thing that we've also observed with her, she is doing very well in the back row as well. I mean, she's manned the floor quite well. Dami niyang saves in the sweeper area.
For the first time today, Giselle C checking in. Along with Ordiales. Ordiales didn't play in their last game. Meanwhile, C played in the third set of that win against Thunderbells. And Domingo scores again. Domingo, Laksina, really major contributors here in set 3 for the Chargers.
Soyud as well has been one of the go-tos.
9 already. That's just on the line. And even Coach Shaq agrees they will not challenge. Nice serve from Eli Soyud. And Soyud's got 10. First player for the Chargers in double digits. Short pass. Duremdes will play setter. Here comes Lalong Isip. Laksina with the easy dig. Back row, Tagaod. Duremdes, this is an off-system play. A nice block against Ordiales by the Chargers. Lalong Isip on the other side. Tagaod pops it up. Ravena to Laksina. Laksina with an easy over. C. Oh, combo play. Lalong Isip is rejected. Good defense again by the Chargers. Here comes Ordiales. Cut shot. Tiamzon saves it. Lalong Isip down the line. Yes! Ishi, Lalong Isip now with the 8. And the game is tied once again. This one going down the wire. Now, beg your pardon, it's just a 1-point lead for the Chargers, 14-15. Set Domingo makes it a 2-point lead again. 8 for Domingo. And that takes us to our second technical timeout. A 2-point cushion, not safe, but it's a cushion nevertheless for the Chargers against the HD Spikers. Coach Salak and the Chargers in a much better position, in a much better state as well here in set 3. They got blown out numerous times in the second set. As you look at the high-speed hitters, Baron and company looking to take out the Thunderbelts, who are coming off a knockout round win against the Flying Titans. Overpass. A chance, make it a 3-point lead. Yes, they do.
Off the hands for Set Domingo.
Set Domingo. Now with 9.
She seems to be the hot hands right now for Akari. They keep going to her. And she's been consistent.
Timeout for the HD Spikers.
Kayo magpabaya. Tatlo lang yan, pero kayang trabahuin. One point at a time. Ang dami natin masyado binibigay na puntos. Dapat pag pasa muna tayo, tapos atake tayo ng maayos. Okay? Kuha tayo ng puntos natin, ha?
Pasa lang. Mag-play si Ate Joy.
Guys, Cignal! Pasa!
Pwede na kayo.
Well, Coach Shaq does not want to let this one slip away. Only down by 3. In the first set, Lalong Isip, Tiamzon, and the HD Spikers were down by as many as 4. Turned it around and won by 5. In the second set, it was no contest. They won by 14 points and led by as many as 14. C passes Ordiales with a push and the point.
That was a good call to get Ordiales to also heat up.
Ordiales didn't score in their first game against the Chargers in Vegan. Acuna serving at 15-17. Great pass by Juanco. Yes!
Set Domingo!
Set Domingo again. 10 points already for Set Domingo. 5 of the 10 coming in the third set. The second player in double digits along with Eli Soyud.
And you know, let's talk about how she is actually scoring in moments that they needed. I mean, she's coming to life here in set number 3. A much needed set for Akari to win, but there is something about that service line.
It's the second service fault for Domingo in set 3.
Ito yung manghihinayang ka, you know. It would have been a good thing kung ipinasok lang yung serve. But that was a free point for Cignal.
Cayuna and Doria Aquino returning for the HD Spikers. Down by 2. Juanco, a short pass. Easy over. Coming from Soyud. What a save for Duremdes. Here comes Tiamzon with a drop. Yes! What an adjustment in Tiamzon. Now with 5.
And it seems that these off-speed shots are really challenging, no? The defense of Akari. quick adjustment and quick reaction needed from the defense.
And instant offense on the return of Jel Cayuna for the HD Spikers. Santos. Tagawad. Oh, what a save by Tintiamzon. Tagawad again. Back row defense from Lalong Isip. Santos with a push. Oh! Maxwanko was right there. Madrigal picked it up and sent the ball awry. 23 now for Santos, and it's a tied game.
Well, you know, what about the defense as well of Lalong Isip? I mean, you know, they wouldn't have scored at that point if the ball was not kept alive. She is doing an excellent job together with Durendes right there in the back row.
Gotta get a side out if you're the Chargers. Oh, but they give up a free ball. Fortunately, that dig by Lalong Isip has shown us she's a great digger and was too strong into the net. So lucky break here for the Chargers after that free ball that they gave up. They're back up by 1. And a full front line for Bonafé.
Oh.
And the Chargers, but again, another service fault. So back-to-back service faults. One from Sed Domingo and the other from Bea Bonafé.
And you know, if you are in a crucial position like this, those are the things you don't want to see. I mean, it's one thing to have a error that's forced by the opponent, but you know, the service line, it gets sayang, you know, it wasted points here.
Soyud. And a good side out. Soyud now with 12, and it's back to a 1-point cushion for the Chargers. They're still in it.
You see the rest of the players praying for better things to come. But
third straight service fault for the Chargers. I can't imagine what's going through the mind right now of Coach Salak.
You know, it's been tough. And you see her trying to really motivate them still because there's pressure. I mean, it's easy for us who are watching.
Right.
But, you know, I'm pretty sure damang-dama nila yung bigat ng mundo right now in trying to win this third set.
Good serve by Judith Abil. Laksina for the lead. And that's popped up nicely by Tiamzon. A chance to attack. They will not. It's an easy over by Lalong Isip. Laksina again. Comes up short. Right now, as the pressure mounts, it's getting to the players of Akari. That one straight into the net. The lead with the HD Spikers. Timeout for Akari.
Para sabihin na natin magsusorry tayo. Chance ball. Nandito. Chance 3. Diba play 3? Dito. Alaga. Ano ang score? Okay. Tatandaan nyo. Hindi at the moment. Kailangan natin putos. 2 error tayo doon sa serve. Kailangan tayo magsusorry. Play 3 ka? Pwede tayo 1 up. Pero systematic tayo doon sa pasa. Receive 1. Receive 1.
Well, from the 3 service errors to that attack error by Laksina, that's 4 points given up by the Chargers, and they would have been up by a rather comfortable margin, but right now they're down by 1.
They have the opportunity. They will be on the receiving end.
Hey, mount an attack, but that's dug up by Abil. Here comes Santos, who's been so lethal today. That one blocked, drops on the line. Terrific defensive play by the Chargers.
You know, just what the Chargers need. Manning the net, really putting a stop and intimidating kahit papano, no, itong opensa ng Cignal HD.
Madrigal credited for the block. Oh, great save by Lalong Isip. Sed Domingo block, kept alive by Bonafé, but not enough to get it over the net. So the HD Spikers back up by 1. Good serve. Soyud got it. Eli Soyud with 13. And game is tied at 22. Now, Coach Shaq wants to talk it over and can't seem to get away from these Chargers. Let's listen in.
Wala! Bakit nga nakapatin ka pa rin doon?
Bala lang tayo, bala.
Dito ka na. Kaya mga bulan yan. Pag na naman dito bumagsak yan, abot na nung outside dito, ha? O sige. O, pasa muna tayo maganda. Boy, ikaw na bahala sa player. Ay, yung backrow natin ready pa rin, ha? O, apat yung attacker, ha? Okay, tapos attack cover tayo, okay? One good pass muna, one good pass. Ay, okay tayo, ha? Okay tayo, ha?
Hey, Cignal!
Wala tayo.
All right, that was a strategy. They will be receiving the serve of the Chargers. And pretty basic instructions. Coverage, attack and cover, pass first. So they can get an attack. We'll see what they put together. Joanne Duguna making her first appearance today. She didn't play in their knockout round match against the Angels. Laguna is the 27th overall pick in the 2025 draft from Lyceum of the Philippines University. She has not scored so far in the tournament.
She is put in such a pressure-packed situation.
She gets a good serve in, at least. And Santos with her 5th attack error. And just like that, the Chargers up by 1.
This seems to be a good call on the substitution on the part of Coach Tina. I mean, they've been challenged at the service line. They put in someone new.
Lalong Isip gets the side out. They needed that. They would have been in a dangerous position had the Chargers gotten to set point. Lalong Isip with 9. She had an ace in their last game. That was, again, last month. No aces yet today for Lalong Isip. Good pass by Tagaod. Laksina. There's a block touch.
Off the block for Ivy Laksina.
Everybody from the HD Spikers either denying or in denial. We will find out because there is a challenge here by Coach Shaq.
No one admitting to the touch. I gotta say, sometimes, you know, because it happens so fast, and if it's such a slight touch, or you just fail to, or isipin mo na lang, you're thinking, wala yan. You're making yourself believe wala. Kidding aside, I mean, all happens so fast. Could be that
Kayuna was right all along. So.
no touch. She was confident. Sabi niya, honest to ako. Don't doubt me.
Successful challenge for Coach Shaq de los Santos, and just like that, it is match point for the HD Spikers, 24-23. Before the serve, timeout called here by Coach Tina Salak. We'll listen in.
Kailangan dito ko na mag-running. Ha? Si Miss Soltones. Ha? Pabalik tayo. Okay? Kailangan lang din natin pumasa, Chen. Okay, Dok? Nagkakaintindihan. Pag hindi naman nagkaroon ng kailangan natin, i-commit natin sa block. Hindi pa tapos. Miss Soltones, ready ka? Ha?
Ready pa! Cover tayo ah! Pari!
All right. Just like any other sequence where you're receiving, gotta get a good pass to be able to attack. We heard the name of Soltones. I think that's the plan. If they can put it together, have her get the third touch and save this match point.
Hopefully they will be able to execute on plan.
But they can't sub Soltones in.
Serving for the match.
So they have to make do with a set of players that are on the floor right now. Has to start with a good first ball.
There's a nice pass. Domingo. Yes, said Domingo saves a match point off a block touch. Domingo now with 11.
She has been the consistent one here in this set. We're talking about her offense.
Serving for Akari, Ivy, Sina.
I think the service line is a different story.
But Laksina, remember, she has service fault already. In fact, a couple.
Oh, but that was a good
That was
serve.
a good one, and a bad pass too by Duremdes. Now a chance to get the set point. Duremdes with a beautiful dig. Tagawad. Got it! Jenny Tagawad
Jenny Tagawad.
with the point that puts the Chargers on top and a chance to put it away in set 3.
Set point. Serving for the set, Ivy Laksina.
Tagawad with 6 points. They've scored 2 in a row. What a gallant stand under pressure for the Chargers. Santos. Now a chance to put it away. Soyud. That's dug nicely by Lalong Isip. Tintiamzon. Another opportunity to attack. Set Domingo, why not? Santos digs it up. Lalong Isip, back row. Ravenna is defending beautifully in the back row. Tagawad misses.
All out.
Jenny Tagawad with a shot that goes wide, and the set point is lost. And
You know, the intention, I think, was there to go cross-court. Pero masyadong mahaba yung kanyang tira.
For net ball.
they are challenging for a net fault.
Nothing to lose at this point, really. I mean, it is a must-win set for Akari. If they get it, it's good. They can also use this time to like relax a little bit. Yung pressure, you see that they're kind of tense because it is a pressure-packed moment. I mean, last chance to extend this match to another set. Things have been better though
Oh, a lot better
in the third set for them.
compared to that 14-point loss in the second set. There's no net touch there. So unsuccessful challenge for Coach Tina Sala.
Chargers still have one more
So they
challenge remaining in
lose a
this
set point. We're tied again at 25.
Re-entering the game for Cignal number 2, Rose Doria Aquino. Serving for the HD Spikers, Jackie Acuna.
Acuna with 1 ace already. Good pass by Juanco. Tagawad. That was behind her.
Attack error.
That pass maybe too high and too strong. 2 straight points scored by the HD Spikers, and this is match
Serving
point
for the
number
match,
2.
Jackie Acuna.
Really no room for errors for Akari.
Number
They
6
get,
Tagawad
they
out.
had a chance now to sub in Soltones. They wanted to do that 2 points ago.
Hopefully it's not too late for them. They have addressed their passing.
Yeah. Oof. Soltones gets a touch. Lalong isip. Here's Tiamzon for the win. Not just yet. Soltones again. Acuna pops it up. Tiamzon wide-eyed with a hit. Max Juanco with a dig. Soltones third touch. Great defense by the HD Spikers. Here's a chance ball for the Chargers. Soltones, 4th touch in a row. Pancake save is no good for Santos. What an entry, what a return. Soltones, just her first point since the first set. But what a big one that was.
Hopefully a game changer. We're talking about Akari. This is where you see the experience, yung seniority. Also, look at how calm Soltones is.
Meantime, Seth Bustrillo didn't play in their last game at knockout round against the Angels. Seeing action for the first time today.
Now serving for the Chargers, Steph
It's a big serve for Bustrillo. Fresh off the bench. Good serve and a bad pass there by Tiamzon. 26 all. Oh, it didn't matter. Tiamzon put it away nicely. 3rd set point for the HD Spikers. great save by Tin Tiamzon. That dump. Again, lalong isip. Right place, right time. Santos. Blanco with the pass. Soltones. They're going almost exclusively to Gretzel Soltones. Santos. It's right on the line. Santos with 24. And that is it. The winning point by Santos. But we'll backtrack a little bit because there's a challenge by the Chargers.
Saying that the ball might have gone out. So don't celebrate just yet. Nabitin yung celebration ng Cignal. But you know, again, on the side of Akari, they might just be able to extend. If slightly, baka may slight touch sa line kanina, yung pala wala. Their angle. Oh, look at that.
Right on the line.
Right on the line.
Well, it was worth a shot, but in the end, it was not meant to be. Shaq de los Santos and the HD Spikers with a 3-set win. They lost 2 match points, but they recovered and finished it off in the third. And
a lot of challenges faced by Akari in this match. Their best set was the third set, just not enough.
And this shot by Tin Tiamzon deserves our point of the set, brought to you by Myra. Be Vita Brighter with Myra's vitamin-powered whitening lotion. And the heavy favorites, HD Spikers, sweeping the Chargers in straight sets. It was a hard-fought third, but the Red Shirts still coming out on top and make it to the semifinals. HD Spikers 3-set win against the Chargers in this first quarterfinal matchup today. Our best player, without a doubt, Erica Santos, right now with Franny Reyes.
That's right, Eric, and nobody's surprised, our player of the game of 24 points with 43% attack efficiency, Erica Santos. Erica, nasasanay ka na ba sa mga POG interviews na to?
Sorry?
Sanay ka na ba dito sa mga interviews natin?
Hindi pa po. Mahiya pa po ako sa mga ganito. Pero thankful po ako sa teammates ko kasi yung trust nila sa akin, sobrang laki.
Now, in that third set, it was a very close third set. How did the team remain composed, even in an extended set?
Kinapitan lang namin kasi since nakita nga namin yung adjustment ng Akari, sobrang maganda din yung defense and yung execution nila. So, yun, parang sumunod lang kami sa kung anong sistema nila, coach.
Now, after this match, makakalaban nyo either ang next leg or ang Cherry Tigo in the semifinals. How will you prepare? Ano ang nasa practice plan ni Coach Shaq?
Wala namang special sa mga team since nire-respect namin each team. Siguro, yun, back to zero. Kung ano yung mga napagdaanan namin, yung mga lesson na na-learn namin sa mga previous games namin, yun lang siguro.
All right, Erica, we have a crowd here inside the Phil Sports Arena. I know you talked about your cat earlier, si Elvis, as your inspiration, but now's your chance to greet anyone. Go ahead.
Nagpapasalamat po kami sa lahat ng mga sumusuporta sa Cignal. Yung family ko po sa Pampanga. Yung coach ko po, SNC Coach Javi. Sa mga family po ng mga teammates ko.
All right, once again, your player of the game, Erica Santos of the Cignal HD Spikers. Erica, and let's close this one out.
All right, thanks, Franny. Congratulations, Erica Santos. Second straight game with 20 or more points. It's her second best scoring game after putting up 30 against the Thunderbells. You take a look at some of the highlights of the match.
You know, apart from Santos, of course, we've seen also good performance from the other attackers on the side of Cignal. Nabagit natin siya sila Doria, Tiamzon also played quite well. But I think ultimately, ang ganda rin ng mindset in that interview. She was saying back to zero.
Yep.
It just goes to show talaga the respect that they have for all of the teams. Pantay-pantayan.
Well, they won't play again until Tuesday next week in the semifinals at the Smart Araneta Coliseum. So they get a well-deserved rest. Doria Aquino, 10 points, second player in double digits. Lalong Isip with 9. But Tiamzon, 4 of her 6 points coming in set 3. And it's a pivotal saves and attacks down the stretch to save set points. There was one set point for the Chargers, but they just could not convert in the end, Anne.
That's right. But again, sabi nga nila, sometimes it's your time, merong times na hindi mo time. But I think a lot of lessons learned. They did give it a very good fight. And I think we saw that, yung turnaround in set number 3. But in this match, I think it was Cignal that really wanted it more.
A special mention, Ellie Soyud, 13 points for the Chargers. Domingo with 11. But again, they came up short in the end. Now, let's take a look at our match statistics.
You can see that in terms of attacks, 47 points for Cignal HD. Hindi na tayo magtataka dyan because we have mentioned the top producer in terms of offense, si Santos. Blocking was also in favor of Cignal in this game. We've seen how the aces really mattered as well, not just in scoring points. Itong serves really breaking the place of the opponent, and Cignal scored 3 aces in the match. I think one of the things that Akari really need to look at as they do their post-game analysis maybe would be the errors. Kasi mahirap yung hindi ka makapuntos, but you also are giving up a lot of points.
Our director today, Marvin Chavez, game producer Carlo Grajo. For Franny Reyes and Remulla Kanda, I'm Eric Tipan. Thanks for watching. The HD Spikers are through to the semifinals as they take out the Akari Chargers. Coming up next, our second game of your first day quarterfinals high-speed hitters against the Thunderbells next on your Cignal TV channel.